Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Please be informed the session will start in next 10 to 15 minutes. We are waiting for our attendees to join us. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. The session will start in some few minutes. We are waiting for our attendees to join us. We will be having attendees of a count of 500, so we are waiting for them. Thank you. Stay tuned.
Sufyan, can you hear me? Sufyan? Hi, Sufyan, can you hear me?
Yes, Sanjay sir. Welcome on board. We are able to hear us. Thank you.
सुफियान सुफियान वीडियो फिलहाल बंद रखा है वीडियो. सुफियान सुफियान फोटो दिख रहा है मेरा? आवाज भी आ रही है?
Yeah. Sanjay Mehta ji का आ रहा है.
Yes, sir. You are all
Sending
audible.
sending to you.
Thank you.
வேற சாமி சொல்லுங்க.
Hello, Ashish Agarwal ji. I have noted your request. Same will be done soon. Thank you.
Hello, Sufyan.
Welcome, Naveen sir, here. Thanks for
So
joining us.
you can hear me now?
Everyone, everyone can hear you, sir.
So I stop video and now सुफियान मैं बराबर ज्वाइन हो गया हूँ.
Yes,
हेलो.
every of my panelists has been joining, and you all have joined us. Thanks.
Sufyan, the audio is clear, right? From my end?
Yes, sir. Audio is clear from
शशि
your
कुमार
side.
जी,
We are
आपने
live.
मेरा मैसेज देखा?
We are
शशि कुमार
live.
जी.
Jinesh sir, we are live. Everyone can hear us, and you are good to go. Thank you.
Okay.
शशि कुमार जी, आपने मेरा मैसेज देख लिया है? प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ.
Sufyan,
Yes, sir.
please mute all the panelists right now for a while.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please be informed that the meeting will start in next 10 minutes. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to introduce myself as Dhaval Shah, Vice President of Material Recycling Association of India. We have all gathered today for a very special, important event. Of course, the last 8 to 10 weeks have been unprecedented, very challenging for us. And knowing our pain points, knowing what we are going through, the government is doing its every bit in terms of helping us to mitigate these issues. Today, we have the honor of having the Honorable Minister, Mr. Gadkari, Minister for MSME and Road Transport Highways. He'll be with us in about 15 to 20 minutes. Of course, as MRAI, day to day, we've been hearing your problems, we've been understanding your pain, and we have tried to sort of solve them. But there are certain issues which the government needs to do on their part in terms of working out the relief measures. So for today's interaction, with whatever we as MRAI, we've heard you, whatever questions that we could put forward, we are going to do that. But my request to all of you today is that in case if there are anything specific that you would want us to put forward to the Honorable Minister, you have the option of a chat box there. Please put in your questions. We will go through them. And in case if time allows us, we will put those questions to the Minister. So we'll take this 10, 12, 15 minutes of break in terms of getting your questions, processing them, and putting it back to the minister. He'll join us in about 15 to 20 minutes time. But until then, we use this time in taking your questions, or rather at least having it from them and processing them. So if there's anything specific related that you may want to share with the minister, or you may want to put forward a query, please use the chat box and let those questions come to us. Thank you.
Dear attendees, please be informed. You can write us your question on mail@mrai.org.in as well. We will note it and we will revert you back as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hello, friends, once again. Just a small little update for all our audience today. We've got a note from the minister's office that he'll be joining us at sharp 13:25. That is about 15 minutes from now. So we are utilizing this time in getting your questions. We've got several questions related to some are GST related, some are issues related to the detention and damage costs that have been levied on imports, some talking about electricity bills. Just so that we go with a very holistic approach and we have a comprehensive coverage. We would still want to use this time to get all the questions, and then we can bunch them up together and put it forward to the minister. So please, if there are any further notes that you would like to add, we'll give another 5 minutes for you to send those questions to us, and then we may have one round of interaction put to mitigate those issues, and then whatever is left out, we will put it back to the minister. I mean, those are questions which are not answered, we will take it to the minister. So let's use this next 5 to 7 minutes in putting those questions, bringing it on the chat box, and then, as I said, that we will bunch them together and take it forward. Thank you.
It's unmute.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Hello, once again. I think amongst a lot of questions that we have received, one of the most prominent category is related to the import cargoes and the cost levies that have happened, particularly the detention costs charged by the shipping lines. Obviously, as you would have realized from all the advisories time to time that we have released over the last 2 months, in terms of efforts that MIA is putting in to mitigate this problem or to help our import friends. However, to give you a real-time update on this situation, I'd like to request Mr. Sanjay Mehta, President of the Association, to say a few words, giving the audience a real-time update as to where we stand today as related to the shipping charges are concerned. Over to Mr. Sanjay Mehta.
Good afternoon, friends. Thank you, Dhaval. First of all, I welcome everyone to this webinar with MSME Minister. It is very important for us to discuss with the government what's going on in this industry, and we all are definitely our work is closed and everything is standstill where we were 2.5 months back and today. Regarding Dhaval has said that shipping detention and demurrage and waivers. आपको सबको पता है कि 17 मई तक हमको शिपिंग लाइंस के सारे वेवर्स मिल चुके हैं और ऑलमोस्ट ऑल शिपिंग लाइंस ने वेवर 17 मई तक हमको ग्रांट की है। उसके बाद की सारी प्रयास हमारे चल रहे हैं। शिपिंग मिनिस्ट्री से भी बातचीत वापस जारी की है हमने कि लॉकडाउन 3 का भी वेवर हमको पूरा नहीं मिला है और लॉकडाउन 4 भी अभी गवर्नमेंट ने 31 मई तक चालू कर दिया है, तो इसके बारे में भी आप विचार करें। रही डैमरेज की बात, तो जिस तरीके से ट्रेड को हमने बताया हुआ है कि आप अंडर प्रोटेस्ट भरें और अपनी ग्रीवेंसेस लिखते रहें एमआरआई को। हमने मतलब कि अपनी कमेटी में डिसाइड किया है कि अगर एट लास्ट हमको गवर्नमेंट से कुछ भी उपाय नहीं मिलते हैं तो हम कुछ न कुछ एक आध हफ्ते में कोर्ट की तरफ मूव करेंगे। और कुछ लोगों ने ऑलरेडी हाई कोर्ट्स के अंदर रिट पिटिशन दाखिल की है, कुछ पेपर एसोसिएशन ने और दूसरे भी इंडिविजुअल तरीके से। और हमारे पास में ये डैमरेज में बचने का तरीका दूसरा कोई दिख नहीं रहा है कि सिवाय कि हम कोर्ट की तरफ मूव करें। एक आध हफ्ते के अंदर हम देख के बाद में कोर्ट की तरफ मूव करने का सोचेंगे। डेफिनेटली आपने जितना भी पैसा अंडर प्रोटेस्ट भरा है वो मेरा मानना है कि हमको वापस मिलेगा और हमारे सारे प्रयास चालू रहेंगे। आज भी हम माननीय मिनिस्टर साहब से इस विषय में भी चर्चा करने का प्रयास करेंगे। अगर कोई हेल्प कर पाए तो वापस हम देखेंगे, क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट ने तो अपना काम एक्चुअली कर दिया है, उन्होंने सर्कुलर्स भी इशू किए हैं, बट एक मतलब कि जो हमको चाहिए, जो अथॉरिटी चाहिए, जिस तरीके से वो इशू एक उसका बेनिफिट्स ट्रेड एंड इंडस्ट्री को मिलना चाहिए था, उनको नहीं मिल पाया। तो उसके लिए हम एज एमआरआई सारी बॉडी हर तरीके से प्रयास कर रही है। देखते हैं अभी क्या होता है। और रही बात एक्सटेंशन जो हुआ है लॉक इन पीरियड का, उसके लिए हमारी शिपिंग मिनिस्ट्री से एज वेल एज हमारी गवर्नमेंट से प्रयास सारे के सारे चालू है। थैंक यू धवल।
थैंक यू सो मच संजय भाई। Just a housekeeping note to the admin. I think some of the audiences have messaged saying that the audio quality is poor. So can we make our voices a little bit more audible?
Okay, sir. I'm checking it out. Thanks.
We are expecting the minister to join in about 2 to 3 minutes. So we'll be ready to go in a couple of minutes.
कौन
Good afternoon, sir. Is the minister able to hear us? Sir, are you able to hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, a very warm welcome to all of you on this webinar on post-COVID-19 role of MSMEs in the recycling industry in rebuilding the Indian economy. We have the pleasure today of having Mr. Honorable Minister MSME, Shri Gadkari ji. We have in the audience not only delegates, audience from all over India, but also from foreign countries. So we appreciate your presence today, sir. Sir, our country today is passing through some very unprecedented, challenging times. People and businesses are under severe pain on account of the repercussions of the pandemic that has brought in. In such distressed time, MRAI appreciates the effort of the government of India, and particularly you, sir, where you have decided to reach out to several industries and stakeholders in understanding their pain and mitigating their issues. I would now like to hand over to Mr. Sanjay Mehta, who's the president of the association, Material Recycling Association of India, to give his opening remarks. Sanjay bhai, over to you.
Thank you, Dhaval. Thank you, Dhaval. A warm welcome to all of you on behalf of the entire recycling fraternity to MRI's interactive webinar on post-COVID-19 role of MSME in recycling industries to build the Indian economy. Sir, we are honored, and for me, it is a special privilege to have Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, Honorable Indian Minister of MSMEs and Road and Transport Highways of Government of India, to be participating in this important trade interaction. Sir, I would like to introduce my association with 2 minutes of introduction. Material Recycling Association of India is the apex national association of India, representing the interest of recycling industry with over 1,200 members, including most regional trade associations. Our collective strength comprises of over 20,000 small, medium, and large enterprises, directly and indirectly employing over 25 lakh people. Our industry comprises of ferrous, non-ferrous, plastics, paper, waste, e-waste, rubber and tire, glass, construction and demolition, and other recyclable scrap. Has turnover of over 5 lakhs crore per annum as per Niti Aayog data till last year. And I'm very much hopeful it will continue to increase if we get government's good support. Sir, we are one of the biggest job creator of the economy. Recycling industries have employed the largest pool of semi-skilled, low strata and women. Our 95% of the employees are blue-collar employees. Our activity is pan-India and one of the largest employers in the country. 95% of our workforce comprises of work from the weaker sections of the society in form of scrap sorters and laborers, which are considered as blue-collar employee. About 30% of our workforce is women. We also indirectly support livelihood of rag pickers and smaller scrap aggregators. Unfortunately, the COVID has put majority of this constituency in danger of losing their livelihood. Sir, the total production through recycling route is like, out of total crude steel productions in India, more than 55% is through recycling route. And in case of non-ferrous metals, the rate for recycling aluminium is 30%, copper is 20%, lead is 85%, and zinc is 10%. For commodities like plastic is 60%, paper is 85%, e-waste is 95% from formal and informal sector both. That means recycling sector is totally producing almost 50% of the metal, paper, plastic of the total productions in India, and balance 50% by primary route. You know that those companies, JSW, Tata, Sterlite, Birla, Hindalco, and likewise about 15 companies. Sir, recycling industry today is at the equivalent productions with primary players, but in case of employments, we employ manifold workforce in comparison to primary players. Sir, our industries have very high volume and low margin. Turnover of the companies are ranging from 50 to 100 crores to 3,000 crores per annum. We are not on social media and not on even listed on stock exchange. So we think that our recycling industry is not getting priorities from the government in form of relief package and in different ways. Sir, recycling industry is an integral part of the growing Indian economy, and it is a 5% contributor to the country's GDP, besides offering number of benefits helping the country in protecting the environment, saving its precious natural resources. So the spread of COVID-19 in India is alarming, and panic situation has rattled the economy. So you are one of the senior most ministers in the government. who knows all the problems faced by the industry in these tough times. We look forward to your guidance and suggestions to help the recycling industry come out soon and from the pandemic. The industry is faced with various problems of migrant laborers living for villages, lack of support in the recently announced financial package by the finance minister, unutilized accumulated GST, lack of liquidity and cash crunch of the industry, logistic hurdles faced by the importing community, non-implementation of crucial reforms policies for vehicle scrapping and material recycling. Last but not the least, granting industry status to us recycling industry has been a long pending demand of the industry. Sir, through this webinar, I'm sure your guidance will benefit to the trade and industry. And to continue on this, our Vice President, Mr. Dhaval Shah, will moderate the session, raising few issues faced by the trade. I would once again thank you for your valuable time given to trade today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sanjay Bhai. Thank you, Sanjay Bhai. I think you've given a complete profile and a character of our industry. I think if we look at what are the biggest challenges in front of us today as a nation, I think it's economy, employment, and environment. Now, as an industry, we are actually walking the talk. We are a true reflection of every ground level reality that is prevailing in the MSME sector. We would like to put forward some of the biggest challenges that we are going through to the Honorable Minister. And in keeping in mind the paucity of time, what we have done is that since we have several stakeholders from all over India, we have chosen 7 questions for the minister, and we will put it forward to him. Just to set the discussion in motion.
Yes, you go ahead.
So just to put the whole discussion in motion, I'll put forward the first question, sir. Our industry's backbone.
Sir, I got your this agenda. Have you given it to me?
Yes,
Salary, wages, provident fund, electricity bill, loans, and payments from large private sector units to MSMEs, and interest subsidy and refunds. Is it your problem?
Sir, that is part of the problem, but we had shared with your office the agenda yesterday. There are 7 issues that we had raised. I think your office might be having that, but any which ways, I think these are general questions which perhaps you may be able to throw some light. So as I was mentioning, sir, one of the biggest problems is the labor issue. Now, our industry's backbone is the workforce that it has.
Sir, my only request to you, only put up me issue. I know that basically you are facing the problem. I will write it down all the thing which you are telling to me, and we will go ahead. What
So,
labor issue?
The labor issue is that, sir, that at the moment the activities impact because the labor is not there. They have gone back to their hometowns, and as an industry, we feel it's an urgent need to get them back. One of the proposals or suggestion is to have special trains running to these resource hubs of labor, getting them back to the industrial town. And we would like to initiate a process called a Bharat Nirman train, which can bring them back. So this is one of the suggestions, but we would like to hear from you what other provisions can be made by the government to have us up and running again, because we are missing our labor force. We want them back, sir.
Okay. Second.
I would like to hand it over to Mr. Shashi Nair, who's running a steel plant in Chennai. Because as I said that, sir, we have 7 questions. So if you want to hear all the 7 questions first, we will put it one after the other, and then you can answer them. Mr. Shashi Nair, back to you.
Especially in South, what you're facing is that that many banks, especially the private banks, not in line with the government orders for the interest. Or that whatever the 20% extra funds has been given to the MSMEs, they are not in line. So our request is that government can issue a guideline on that. There has to be a cap on the interest to be collected from each MSMEs by the banks. This is the one suggestion, sir. Second suggestion is that MSME, we are thankful to you. I think yesterday it came in the media that 200 crore rupees a limit has been sanctioned for MSME, the cap. And our request is that if it can be extended up to 250 crores, we all will be more happy. Plus, the bank limit was 25 crores can be extended to 50 crore rupees cap. It will be more beneficial to many MSMEs. Third is that, sir, there are a lot of MSMEs which do not have any bank loans. Lakhs of MSMEs. The government has not considered them. They're all in a deep trouble today. So we request you to be, take up this matter with the respective ministries and find a solution to the problems. And the cap of 250, exports done also can be exempted out of this 250 or 200 crore rupees. We'll be more happy, sir. This is what our suggestion.
Okay, thank you, Shashi ji. The next question we'll take from Mr. Jinesh Shah, who runs a brass factory in Jamnagar. Mr. Jinesh Shah, your question, please.
नमस्ते सर मैं जामनगर से बिलोंग करता हूँ। हमारे यहाँ जामनगर में ब्रास फैक्ट्रियाँ काफी है, छोटी बड़ी मिलाकर 5000 फैक्ट्री है, उसमें से 40 से 50 को छोड़कर सारे एमएसएमई सेक्टर में आती है। और मेरे हिसाब से इंडिया में कोई भी एक जगह का मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ एमएसएमई फैक्ट्री जामनगर में है। सर हमारे यहाँ यूनिट इतने छोटे हैं, लेकिन एक्सपोर्ट सब 25 से 30% लोग एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं। एक्सपोर्ट में प्रॉब्लम ये आती है कि हमारे यहाँ MEIS जो स्कीम है रिफंड का, रिबेट का, तो उसकी जो प्रोसीजर है अप्रूवल का, अगर एमएसएमई सेक्टर इटसेल्फ, एमएसएमई आपके मिनिस्ट्री के थ्रू फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री और कॉमर्स मिनिस्ट्री में प्रपोजल जाए कि एमएसएमई में प्रोड्यूस किया हुआ जो एक्सपोर्ट होता है उसको MEIS में ऑटोमेटिक कवर हो जाए, तो ये इंडस्ट्रीज को एक बेनिफिट होगा। दूसरा मेन इश्यू आता है पूरे इंडिया में एमएसएमई सेक्टर जो स्कैटर्ड है, उसका मटेरियल पोर्ट तक, एक्सपोर्ट डेस्टिनेशन तक पहुंचाने में फ्रेट काफी हर्डल है एक्सपोर्ट वायबिलिटी में। तो अगर इसमें जो MEIS स्कीम के साथ फ्रेट को जोड़ दिया जाए तो काफी बड़ा बेनिफिट इस सेक्टर को हो सकता है, ये मेरा मानना है। थैंक यू सर।
Thank you, Mr. Jinesh Shah. We have Mr. Anirudh Junjunwala from Calcutta, who runs a secondary zinc plant. Mr. Anirudh, do you want to come in?
यस, थैंक यू धवल। नमस्कार सर, पहले तो मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा, आपका शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहूंगा कि लास्ट 2 दिनों में मुझे 2 बार अवसर मिला आपसे इंटरेक्शन करने का और 2 सवाल पूछने का। ये तभी पॉसिबल है जब आपका इतना पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड है टुवर्ड्स इंटरेक्शन विद योर एमएसएमई फ्रेटर्निटी। सो इसके लिए साहब बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। My question relates to, sir, the vehicle scrappage policy, which is being championed by you. As you are already aware, sir, even pre-COVID, the automobile sector was in a very bad shape. We were experiencing one of the worst months in our history, and the COVID has only made it worse, with April being a zero sale month and May also being like that. So, sir, हमारा ये प्रश्न है कि सर आप जब इस पॉलिसी को लेकर मेहनत कर रहे हैं, तो when can we expect this policy to come on board? Because we as an industry feel that once this policy is implemented, it will give a very, very big boost to the automobile business, which in turn will give boost to a lot of MSMEs like us whose fortunes are linked to the automobile business. So, sir, आप please कुछ light throw करें कि ये कब हो सकता है, sir? Thank you so much, sir.
Unmute yourself. Dhaval ji, unmute yourself.
Runs a lead unit, Mr. Naveen Sharma.
नमस्कार सर, मैं आपका ध्यान नेशनल रिसाइकलिंग पॉलिसी की तरफ आकर्षित करना चाहूंगा। रिसाइकलिंग के महत्व को समझते हुए नीति आयोग द्वारा नेशनल मटेरियल रिसाइकलिंग पॉलिसी का मसौदा तैयार किया गया था और आप ही के द्वारा अगस्त 2018 में इस पॉलिसी ड्राफ्ट पर आयोजित कॉन्फ्रेंस को इनॉग्रेट किया गया, परंतु 2 वर्ष बीतने के बाद भी ये पॉलिसी इंप्लीमेंट नहीं हो पाई है। तो हमारा अनुरोध है कि इंडस्ट्री और राष्ट्र हित में नेशनल मटेरियल रिसाइकलिंग पॉलिसी को जल्द से जल्द इंप्लीमेंट कराया जाए। धन्यवाद सर।
Thank you, sir. Now, before sir, I hand it over to you, just 2 more comments from the industry. सर, हमारे को पिछले 2 महीनों में जो सबसे ज्यादा दिक्कत आई है, इंपोर्टर्स, हमारी इंपोर्ट बेस्ड इकोनॉमी है, बिजनेस है, तो उसमें डिटेंशन डैमरेज की बहुत सीवियर लायबिलिटी बनी है, जिसमें शिपिंग लाइंस और CFS ये समझने को तैयार नहीं थे कि भाई देयर इज एन इम्पेयरमेंट ऑफ एक्टिविटी, काम हो नहीं पा रहा है और उस वजह से कॉस्ट बढ़ रही है। एंड ये तभी पॉसिबल था बिकॉज क्या है कि आज के दिन में कोई एक्ट ऐसा नहीं है जो ये चीज को रेगुलेट कर पा रहा है, तो आज उनकी मनमानी थी, वो कॉस्ट लगी हम पे और उसकी वजह से लॉसेस बड़े सिवियर है। तो हम चाह रहे हैं सर आपके एफर्ट्स से, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ शिपिंग के भी एफर्ट से कोहेसिवली एक तरीके से एक पॉलिसी बनाई जाए कि दोबारा अगर कोई ऐसी परिस्थिति हो तो उसमें ट्रेड इस तरीके से ना फंसे कि जो कॉस्ट जबरदस्ती हमसे ली गई है। दैट इज 1। 2 इज सर दैट टुडे रिसाइकलिंग वर्ल्ड ओवर जो है विकसित देशों में हम देखेंगे तो उसको एक एसेंशियल सर्विस का दर्जा दिया गया है। क्या है कि इसको अगर जो जिस सेक्शंस ऑफ सोसाइटी से वो जुड़ता है तो एक हाइजीन लेवल का इशू है, एक एनवायरनमेंट का इशू है और हमारे यहाँ वो परिस्थिति नहीं है कि रिसाइकलिंग जो है एक अपने आप में इंडिपेंडेंट एक्टिविटी और वो एसेंशियल सर्विस में कवर नहीं हो रहा है। तो सर हम चाहेंगे कि आपके एफर्ट से इसको रिसाइकलिंग को जो है एज एक्टिविटी जो है इसको एसेंशियल सर्विस में दिया जाए। सर इट इज टू यू नाउ टू एड्रेस दिस ऑडियंस।
Namaskar. First of all, regarding the definition of MSME, now for the medium scale industries, we are now making turnover up to 250 crores and fixed investment in plant and machinery up to 50 crore and turnover up to 250 crores. So I feel that this can be a good positive thing for the industry. At the same time, the export turnover is excluded. It is not going to include in this. So it is going to give you the benefit to become MSME. So I am recommend this proposal to Finance Ministry and I will clear it. Most of the issue regarding the recycling policy, that is, I don't know, you find out when the policy is recommended by the Niti Aayog, in which department the policy is there, why it is not coming to the cabinet, where exactly the policy is. And you meet me in Delhi and I know that, but still you have to find out exactly where is the problem. Then I will help you to find out and we will resolve that issue. Regarding the vehicle scrapping, we are in the last 2 years, I'm constantly talking about scrapping policy, but lot of obstacles I had to face for that, getting approval from the different stakeholders. Now we need some financial tax concession from the ministry, but now I feel that it is difficult. But now by scrapping the vehicle, if the certificate is given, we need some discount from the manufacturer. And now we are talking with the SIAM and other, and probably my secretary is talking with them, and we will find out the solution. And as early as possible, after the lockdown, we will first work. I will do it that to clear the this vehicle scrapping policy. Regarding the brass, Mr. Dinesh Saw, who telling me about the problem related with the brass metal industry. The automatic cover and refund system he is recommended to me. It's really a good idea. My suggestion is let us give it to me a complete scheme from your association in Delhi and send it one copy to Raj Gopal Sharma. I will immediately make the I will see that immediately how it can give relief to you. Related with the bank loan, if whatever the guidelines given by the Reserve Bank and private bank or nationalized bank are not obeying that policy, then again you give me the detail about it. We have now already the committee Prime Minister has appointed under the chairmanship of Rajnath Singh ji. The Finance Minister is the member of the committee and their responsibility is to implementation of this package. So anywhere if the bank are not listening to you, not giving cooperation, kindly send your proposal, your grievances to me. I will definitely help you to resolve your issue, whether it is private banks or nationalized bank. Regarding labor issue, my suggestion is the laborers who are now going to their places, best way is first you take the approval from that labor, a letter that they are ready to come back for on their working, and giving that address and letter to our district collector that these workers are ready to come. So these we need to make the formality that from that collector where the labor is going in that area district, where we have to make coordination between them and with their permission we have to take them back. So we have to make some arrangement for that. But let us start the procedure for it and give it to your district collector, then it will be easy. Regarding shipping line issue, we are not controlling shipping line, but my suggestion is when everywhere there is a benefit is given, the shipping line is not listening. So you give some representation to shipping minister, at least on Indian ports, 12 major ports. We will take the care and we will talk with them. You should give some concession because this is a natural calamities. and so we need cooperation from you. So my suggestion is giving one letter to me. I will forward it to Shipping Ministry for appropriate action. I feel that the industry is very important. The recycling industry is very important, and now it is the time for the country that we need to reduce our import and increase export. I know that basically the raw material, the basic recycling material is imported from the different part of the world. So I have taken a decision when I was shipping minister to increase the draft in Kandla port, in Tuticorin port, in JNPT, all the ports. Our target was to make the draft of 18 meter. So you can take the ship of 2,50,000 ton. So by receiving the ship of 2,50,000 ton, we will reduce the logistic cost. And in Kandla, my idea was to recycling plant we can establish there, and we can even get all this recycling material, particularly damage of the different country, different part of the world, where we can make the recycling of that material in India, and which is going to helpful for our travel industry. So the idea was that we are already increasing the draft in Kandla port. The most important thing which I am going to request you, we are making Delhi Mumbai highway. We are making 22 green highways. My suggestion to your association that near highway we can make industrial clusters, recycling plants of different metals. So my suggestion is the land acquisition cost in this near to this niche highway is very less. It comes to 10 to 15 lakh rupees per acre, 20 lakhs maximum. And as compared with the land cost in the developed area is very high. So my suggestion is near Mumbai Delhi Express Highway, we have already acquired the whole land for the road. We save 16,000 crore on land acquisition. And our planning is to now making of industrial clusters, different type of clusters side the road and making smart cities, smart villages. If your association is interested, it is between Mumbai and Delhi. It's a majority of your industry is either in Mumbai or Delhi. So it can be a good thing for, and it's well connected to ports, airports, and railway station. And there will be logistic parks, water, power, transport, communication, all the thing will be there. So it can be useful. So if you, I am giving you the proposal, the land will be acquired by NHI, and other type of development will develop where responsibility will be taken by the association. So I'm ready for that. We can make a joint venture. So in a one place, if you can make it, I am confident that you can reduce the production cost, recycling cost of the material, because the all industry coming together as a cluster, then you can make some ancillary there, some bigger industries there for you are for the use of the for getting that material. You need different type of machinery. So one all type of the machinery, the technology will be there on a and one place, which can be a advantage for the industry. So it is for your consideration. But my suggestion is give me written your all representation, all the thing I have written it on my paper, and we all the question which is raised by the your members, give it me a written copy. One copy sent to Nagpur, I'm in Nagpur, and one is to Rajgopal Sharma, my private secretary in Delhi. And after this lockdown, come to Delhi to discuss with all this issue. As ministry level, whatever possible for me, I will try my level best to do it. My suggestion is now the country is facing the problem for corona. That is really a crucial problem. At the same time, we are facing economic war. And there is a blessing in disguise now that whole world is not interested in any collaboration with China. So this is the time for Indian industry. And this is a blessing in disguise that we can take the advantage of the situation. Now the Japanese Prime Minister has already declared that the Japanese investment and industry, those who are in China, if they want to come out of China, the government is giving special package. The USA, Germany, Italy, France, UK, all are very annoyed with China. So how we can take the industry from China, particularly related with your field, I make a joint venture, you can get to a foreign investment, a different type of thing. That was, as a businessman, you are the best person to judge the thing. So the different type of new technology, new innovation, new research, and foreign capital also, you can make a joint venture. And this is the golden opportunity from our side, near port side, or in your express highway, anywhere as your choice. If you want to make your clusters for that, recycling clusters, I am open for that. Once again, I am giving my thanks to all of you. With your positivity and self-confidence, I am confident that we will win this war against Corona, and we will win the war against today's problems in which our economy is facing, your industry is facing, and we will make India economy of $5 trillion, and at the same time, 100 lakh crores of infrastructure to make India economically strong. So I am confident that with your cooperation, we will definitely going to achieve this goal and fulfill the dream of Honorable Prime Minister. Once again, thank you very much. You come to Delhi, we will increase the interaction between your association and ministry. On my level, whatever possible for me, I will try to immediately take the decision, resolve your issue. Thank you very much.
So just before you leave, sir, I'll just take 2 minutes of yours. We
Yes, sir.
appreciate that you're holding us hand and walking us through with this crisis period. So 2 recommendations. You talked about setting up clusters along the highways that are being built. One of the bigger themes out of this national material recycling policy is developing those clusters. So I'm sure that will fall in place. I mean, as and when it sees the light of the day.
But I'm asking you one question. You know how the government is working. So where is your policy stuck up? Are you anybody in position to tell me the answer of this question?
Sir, because Niti Aayog is directly pushing it with the ministries, but
नीति आयोग नहीं होता है.
अच्छा,
ये कोई ना कोई जैसे ना वो कोई ना कोई बैठा होगा जो उसके दबा के बैठा होगा फाइल. आप ये हर फाइल को जैसे ये चोकअप होता है ना नाली, वैसे हर बार वो फाइल को ठोकना पड़ता है, चोकअप निकालना पड़ता है, तब आगे जाती है. तुम अपने क्या राम राज्य समझ रहे हो? तुम अपने घर बैठे हो कि हो जाएगा? नीति आयोग में ऐसा नहीं होता. सरकार में डंडा लेके पीछे लगना पड़ता है. You come to me, you take the information, what are the problem, I will immediately look into it and I will do it.
I really appreciate that, sir. And just one thing, sir, you mentioned about setting up these industrial zones or clusters. So one of the things that we would ask is that this, if usage of secondary steel or secondary raw materials in building this infrastructure that we are looking at, if that can be recommended by NHAI, that would be really appreciated. That will give a support to the secondary producers in India.
No. My suggestion is, you as an association, I will acquire the land from NHI. You plan it, make your cluster, township, everything, whatever you want. I will support you. We will be partner.
Okay, sir.
So joint venture we can make it. Yes, already it is there. And now my idea is to Delhi Mumbai distance we are going to reduce to 20 kilometers. It's a 12-lane access control cement concrete road. And my idea is taking car from Delhi to Mumbai 12 to 13 hours. So your truck speed will be increased. So that is going to be beneficial to reduce the logistic cost. At the same time, the area is totally area is a backward and tribal area of Rajasthan, Haryana, Maharashtra, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. So the land acquisition cost is 10 to 15 lakh rupees per acre. So we can save the land acquisition cost. And I will see that you will get all type of facility, water, power, transport and communication, connectivity to ports, airports and railway stations.
Appreciate, sir. Sir, a last question, which is a little micro level situation. And of course, though it's a finance issue, but one of the burning issues of our industry right now, the pain point is the accumulated GST. जिसका हमें कोई solution नहीं है. So if that can be sort of helped, that अगर उसको कहीं utilization.
You give me an independent letter. I appreciate the suggestion from Mr. Shah. That is, if you can make an automatic system by which on the computerized based system, we will develop the software and immediately you will get your return back. So that can be system. So you suggest me, I will definitely going to approach to Finance Ministry and I will recommend it.
Very well, sir. Thank you so much for your time today, sir. We really appreciate your presence, and I'm sure, sir, we'll be an industry that will make you proud, make the MSMEs proud. So thank you very much for your time today, sir. And
I again I again want one information. You are not coming under MSME.
Sir, the turnover criteria, sir, we are basically a group of people who into secondary metal production. Now, the definition that you have used there, lot of us are falling out of the turnover limit that you have prescribed. So even 250 CR is not really helping us under the relief packages that you have or the FM has announced. So in case if that
But
threshold,
export will be excluded from that.
so a lot of our
The
products are
export
meant for
turnover
local
will be
consumption.
excluded.
Sanjay bhai, you wanna
आप
comment?
बड़े लोग हो, आप 2-2 हजार करोड़ का टर्नओवर करते हो।
सर मुझे खाली इतना चीज बोलनी है सर कि हमारी इंडस्ट्री में लगभग 70% लोग जितने भी स्टील रोलिंग मिल्स है, एल्यूमिनियम वाले हैं, 50% का बिजनेस, लगभग ओवर 50% हम लोग, हमारा टर्नओवर 500 करोड़ के ऊपर है, 400 करोड़ के ऊपर है, और 5 लाख करोड़ रुपए का बिजनेस सर, ऑलमोस्ट 5% है सर जीडीपी के इक्विवेलेंट में हम लोग बिजनेस दे रहे हैं। उसके लिए कुछ पैकेज सर फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री कुछ बनाएगी हमारे जैसे लोगों के लिए, तो लो मार्जिन लेकिन हाई वॉल्यूम का बिजनेस है सर, उसके लिए सर कुछ ना कुछ तो सर कीजिए ना सर।
आपको शायद पता नहीं होगा, मेरे लड़के का भी यहाँ नागपुर में कड़मेश्वर में एल्यूमिनियम कास्टिंग का यूनिट है।
जानता हूँ सर मैं।
हाँ, तो वो भी कुछ करता है, तो मुझे बताता है, वो बाहर से लाता है कुछ।
हाँ, मुझे मालूम है सर।
समथिंग अबाउट इट।
हाँ सर, वो कुछ कीजिए सर कि हाई वॉल्यूम टर्नओवर वालों के लिए सर कुछ पैकेज ही नहीं है सर इसके अंदर सर। अभी इतनी बड़ी इंडस्ट्री है सर, अगर उसके लिए अगर कुछ नहीं करेंगे सर तो हम लोग कहाँ जाएंगे सर, बताइए ना सर।
ये मुश्किल लगता है, 250 करोड़ के ऊपर नहीं हो पाएगा
सर। लेकिन 20 लाख करोड़ का बजट आपने किया है, नहीं 20 लाख करोड़ का बजट सर आपने दिया है, उसमें से कुछ एक परसेंटेज सर एक फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर को बोल के हमारे जैसे लोगों के लिए जिनका टर्नओवर बड़ा है, मार्जिन छोटी है, आज पर डे का टर्नओवर 2 करोड़ 3 करोड़ का सर ऐसे हो जाता है सर, जिसके अंदर मार्जिन लोगों की बचती है 20,000 25,000 रुपए पर डे की। अब उसके अंदर उसको घर खर्चा लेबर को सैलरी देनी है, सब कुछ काम करना है। रिसाइकलिंग का बिजनेस सर हाई वॉल्यूम का ही बिजनेस है। आप एक चीज पक्का समझ लीजिए सर, कोई भी आप जो भी आप
I understand your problem. I understand your problem, but I will discuss with the finance minister.
प्लीज सर, प्लीज कुछ कीजिएगा सर। दूसरी सर एक चीज है कि एनएचआई में सर जो सेकेंडरी का हमारा सलिया वगैरह सप्लाई करने में बड़ी दिक्कत होती है। क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट्स बनाते हैं लेकिन रजिस्ट्रेशन नहीं होता है। एनएचआई में नेशनल हाईवे अथॉरिटी के जितने भी वेंडर रजिस्ट्रेशन वगैरह एलएनटी वगैरह निकालती है, उसमें हमारा क्राइटेरिया फिट ही नहीं बैठता सर। 1 मिलियन टन की कैपेसिटी के लोग अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, तो वैसे ही लोग अप्लाई कर सकते हैं। उसके अंदर हमारे सर सेकेंडरी वाले का किसी का भी 1 मिलियन टन का कैपेसिटी का प्लांट नहीं है सर। तो वो क्राइटेरिया सर हमने स्टील मिनिस्टर को भी लिखा था, तो आपसे भी बता दें कि
क्वालिटी में कोई फर्क आता है क्या, कि जो नहीं होता है उसमें कुछ क्वालिटी में?
नहीं सर, क्वालिटी पैरामीटर्स एज इट इज रखिए सर। क्वालिटी पैरामीटर्स आपका है, हम करेंगे।
आप एक बार दिल्ली आइए, मैं हमारे लोगों के साथ आपकी बात करा दूं।
Please sir, thank you very much sir, thank you very much, so nice of you sir. Thank you
sir, thank you so much for your time today.
चलिए ठीक है।
Yeah, Sanjay ji will disconnect.
Yeah. Minister,
on behalf of MREI, we would like to thank all the participants. Now the webinar is over. We request you to disconnect. Thank you so much.